So today we're going to be taking a look back at all the best things from Fortnite Chapter 2 since it is coming to an end. We're going to be going over a lot of the best things we've received from this chapter, including moments, skins, events, seasons and more. So let's get straight into it. So first up, I think we have to talk about Winterfest. Now this was during Season 1, which was during the Christmas period, and we had one of the best Christmas updates so far. I was really hoping for this to return in the following winters, but unfortunately we haven't seen a return yet, but again, in the future, hopefully we do. But Winterfest was definitely one of the best things from this chapter because it was something different and the free rewards were amazing. The fact that you could log on every single day leading up to Christmas and just open a free present with rewards, which could be a pickaxe, a back bling, or even a skin, because we did actually get 2 free skins from this event. And I think Fortnite should definitely do more sort of events like this in the future, because who doesn't like free skins? But overall, a great event and definitely one of the highlights, especially from the early stages of Chapter 2. Now next up, I think we have to talk about Chapter 2 Season 2. This was, in my opinion, the best season of this chapter. We had amazing mythic bosses with weapons we could get from them, amazing locations such as the agency, the shark, the grotto, and more amazing POIs. We also had the vaults as well with loads of loot, which was really cool. You could get the key cards from the bosses and just open the vaults, which I really liked. And just the whole vibe of the season was amazing. Personally, it was my favourite in terms of enjoyment, and looking back on it, I think everything about the season was amazing. Even though it did get delayed and it did kind of drag out a little bit towards the end of the season, it still was a load of fun and definitely one of my favourite seasons in a very long time. Now next up, in terms of some of the best things we've received from Chapter 2, I think we have to talk about, especially myself, fashion shows. Now this was the chapter where skin contests became a thing. They have been a huge part of the chapter in terms of the gameplay side and in terms of customs. They've really been a big part of that, and it's made customs a lot more enjoyable as well, with more options and being able to create amazing skin combos and challenge yourself to try and win a fashion show. Even myself, I've joined a lot of fashion shows during this chapter, made videos on them, and it's been a great experience. You know, I joined Tico's fashion show a while back, and as you know, I actually won that, so created some good memories through those customs as well during this chapter. And overall, I think it has been one of the best things to come out of this, because obviously myself, I'm still doing them today, and you know, they're still long lasting. You can still create amazing unique combos and new themes, and since there are so many skins in the game nowadays, like there's literally thousands of skin combos you could create to stand out and be different. So overall, definitely a positive. Now next up, we're going to be talking about collabs. Now we've received some amazing collabs this chapter, and even though some people may have got fed up of so many collaborations, they've still been amazing in my opinion. The skins, such as all the Marvel and DC skins, and also the Icon series skins, this was a chapter where creators actually got their own skins in game, and it's opened up a lot of options for the future of the game as well, since we've literally seen people like Ninja get their own skin in the game, which is crazy. Like if you think about it, there's probably going to be so many more Icon series skins in the future. Like 2 years from now, there's probably going to be at least 20 more Icon skins in the game, and there's probably going to be a lot of unexpected ones as well. So in terms of the future of collaborations, it's opened up a lot of doors. But in terms of the current collaborations we've got this chapter, I think some of the skins we've received, such as Iron Man and all the other collab skins, are some of the best ones in the entire game. Now next up, we have to talk about Chapter 2 Season 3. Now this was another personal favourite of mine from this chapter. I think it was so unique and different, and that's what made this season stand out. The whole flooded map with the addition of vehicles, the gameplay side of it was really interesting with the sharks as well, and overall I actually really enjoyed this season, especially looking back as well. Like the loot pool really suited it with rotation around the whole flooded map, and the fact that you could literally grab a fishing rod and just ride a shark, like that is just crazy to think about. But overall, definitely really did enjoy Chapter 2 Season 3 just because it was something completely different, and it was like playing a different game because the whole flooded map made it a little bit more challenging. But that's what the game's about, just experiencing new gameplay and trying out new things with the game, and I think it was definitely a positive from this chapter. Now next up, speaking of seasons, I also want to talk about Chapter 2 Season 4. Now I think this was another one of the highlights from this chapter, and definitely another one of the best seasons that we had. The amazing Marvel Battle Pass was amazing with the Iron Man skin, Doctor Doom, Thor, and all the holo styles as well of those skins were amazing. The locations such as Stark Industries was really cool as well. Like we literally had Iron Man's location in game, which was super cool to see, especially if you're a Marvel fan. And all the mythics as well were really cool. Silver Surfer's board, the gauntlets, Doctor Doom's mystical bomb were all really cool, and even though they were quite overpowered, I'm not gonna lie, especially for customs, they were still definitely something amazing to experience, and it definitely made that season a little bit more interesting. Now, moving on to the final thing I want to talk about in this video, and again, one of the best highlights from this chapter, we've got to talk about the live events. Now, this chapter has delivered some of the best live events to date. I'm talking the music events, such as Ariana Grande, the storyline events, such as the Doomsday event, the Galactus event, which I think was amazing, especially to end off Season 4. I think that was really cool, and so much more as well, and not to mention with the upcoming end event, which will of course be the final event of this chapter. I think it could be one of the best events ever, if not the best, especially based off the leaks and the teasers we're getting, and based off how much it will impact the storyline. It's going to be like the end event from Season X, but maybe even better. So that's a good way to end off the video, and I think that's going to be one of the highlights from Chapter 2. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this, then you should definitely hit that subscribe button, and also YouTube thinks that you'll like this video next. Let's see if they're right.